G'day punters, welcome back to Bet It Out for another massive Trans-Tasman Group 1 weekend of racing. I'm Louis Herman-Watt. My man in Australia, as always, is Ryan Cook. Before we get to New Zealand, let's stay in Australia, Ryan, with the Australian Cup at Flemington over 2,000 metres.
Hello again, Louis. Yeah, look, I'm a sucker for punishment. I'm going to go with Zardozi here one more time. I've been with her basically since the Melbourne Cup last year, and she continues to hurt me, but she was obviously way too far back in the Peter Young Stakes last time out and just had way too much ground to try and catch Pride of Jenny. But look, she loves Flemington. I like her out to 2,000 metres, and I think this is a race she can win at a nice each-way price.
There will be pressure in this race, so I want a jockey that knows how to be close enough but not get caught in the street fight. I love the booking of Blake Shin on a tissue here. I know a tissue hasn't quite exploded this autumn yet, but 2,000 metres at Flemington, hard run, seems perfect for me. So I'll be with a tissue. Up the line in Sydney, we've got the Tancred.
Yeah, nothing too exciting from me here. I'm just going to go with Dubai Honor, who could be very exciting on return here in Australia for the first time in a couple of years. Won the Queen Elizabeth, as we know, runner-up in the Hong Kong Vars last year. I just think the wet track could suit him here on return, and he draws to get a lovely run from midfield, so I'm happy to be with the favourite.
Yeah, and you can't knock that because he is a globally accredited galloper, right? And Will Haggis is so good at getting these horses to peak internationally, so I understand. I'm a little bit weary maybe of the price. I'm also a little bit weary of Vauban's second up after that slashing effort. There's a couple here at bigger odds. Good to see Lark Creek getting her chance over a distance. Maybe a little each-way play there. And also Warmonger. I know he's been set for the Sydney Cup, but his sectionals last start were blistering late. So if they run this really hard, I'd expect him to be somewhere near the finish. Across the line, a ditch in New Zealand, we've got the Manawatu size produce ride.
Yeah, I like the value here for Landlock, who was runner-up in the Sistema Stakes last start. Forget his previous run where he's clearly way too wide in behind La Dorada, but he's had those two runs over 1,200 metres now, and I think this sets up very nicely for him to step up in trip. If he's afforded just a little bit more here, running room I should say, from the inside gate, I think he'll be tough to hold out.
Final Group 1 of the New Zealand season, so it's emotional times of course, and that means we could get an emotional victory. Well, it will be emotional anyway. Hopefully there's not too much hostility apart from the horse crossing the line first. He is a super stallion prospect. He cost a lot, he's beautifully bred, he's a stunning colt, and on debut, well backed, muddling run race, just didn't pan out, covered more ground, got done. Here, over 1,400 metres, neutral draw, top rider aboard. I think hostility could win it for Team Tiako. What's your best bet for the whole weekend, right?
Yeah, one who was unlucky not to get a start in the slipper last week. That's Nepotism, who goes around in race 2 at Rosehill.
I'll go race 2 in Flemington. The Kiwi lass, Alabama lass, to give the Aussies a hiding up the straight. Punters, have a fantastic weekend.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website